Hello, this is Dave Sherman, and this is the first video of what hopefully will be many videos showing you how to use the ImageTrend Elite product. Our goal is to break down the software into various sections, so if you have questions going forward on how to take vital signs, how to document a code, or whatever, you can look up the individual video, watch it, and get a little refresher on that. Also, so when we train new hire employees, they're all trained in the exact same fashion. We don't overlook anything. That said, I'm going to, other than my ramble here, we're going to go pretty quick to keep the video size to a minimum, but of course, because it is a video, if you need to go over something again, you can just rewind it. So to begin with, if you look up here at the top of the screen, this is the website. Not something you could probably remember off the top of your head. On the AMR devices, we're going to have this set as a desktop link that you can click, so you don't have to remember it. Also, we've set up a personal website. That's http:// and it's www.cosbepcr.com, and that's County of Santa Barbara EPCR.com. And what that's going to do is just going to forward you to the correct site here. That's going to bring you to the sign-in page here, and if you notice, if you have your correct username in, most of the time, if you've got the correct username, you're going to get a little green mark here. And note if we have the wrong name, it'll turn red. That means that there's nobody but with that name in the database. That makes a lot of sense for me. So go ahead and enter in your username and your password. If you forgot it, you can reset it here, just like in the current version of ImageTrend, and then go ahead and sign in. Now it's going to ask you to pick your agency. I'm pretty sure once we go live, you're not going to see this. The ImageTrend EMS is just a test database that we've been using to set this up. So obviously you'll select American Medical Response and then continue. So this is your setup panel. So this is what you're going to be working off throughout the day. So when you first log in, the first thing you want to do is you want to set up your crew, your unit, and your shift. And the software will remember this. So as long as you're on the same device, it's going to remember what crew was set up on here the last time you logged on. So to add crew members, just click on Add here. And there's a drop down, and just like all the other products, you can either start typing in the name, or you can just scroll down. The level is going to automatically populate for you. So if you select your name and the wrong level is showing up, like if this is EMT instead of EMT paramedic, that means that you're set up in the system wrong. So you can go ahead and override that. But what you want to do is contact us and let us know that it's wrong, so we can go and fix it on the back end. Now on the role, this is a little confusing, unfortunately, and it's not as important as one might think. We have made a decision at the county level that the AMR folks are going to be transport related. So it's going to be the primary patient caregiver transport and other patient caregiver transport. So we don't make these up. This is the NEMSIS 3.4 jargon. So for the paramedic on the team, or the lead paramedic, if you have two medics working, would be the primary patient caregiver transport. And then the EMT or secondary medic would be the other patient caregiver transport. Can't explain why they have it like that. That's just the way it is. So then you'll add your other crew member. We'll add less on here. And then if you have an intern with you, you want to put everybody who's on your unit, because these are going to populate into your PCR. So if you've got an intern that's doing care, it's going to automatically add them as a selection for procedures and medications. And obviously, if it's an intern that doesn't work for us, they're not going to be in there. So we have the little filler one, intern medic. And this, I guess I don't really care what you guys put, intern paramedic, EMT paramedic. And again, this would be another other patient caregiver transport. And that's it. Now if you want to remove any, if the intern goes home, or if you change partners midway through the shift, the remove button is a toggle. So if you toggle that on and off, you can just go ahead and delete one of the crew members and then add somebody else back on. Now the unit and shift, Same thing for the unit and call sign are just like with ImageTrend now. It's always going to be the same. So you just select them here, click on OK, and then the shift type for Medic 9 is a 2456, and then you're good. So once that's set up, it'll stay like that until you change it, even if you log off and log back on, and it's going to forward that information and pre-populate your PCRs when you start your PCRs. So next I want to go over some other areas here. The inbox, that's going to take you to a mailbox, an interagency mailbox. It's going to ask you if you want to go there because it's going to take you away from your PCR page here. And this is what that looks like. It looks like your standard like web-based mail service. And then of course you can just hit the backspace to go back to the, because I think you can. There we go. The center section here, this is a list of the PCRs that you have already started. So on the left hand side here in the little half circle, you'll see your validation score. So in this one here, obviously you have a validation score of 56. And then the half circle is red, which indicates that this PCR has some validation errors that need to be corrected. Once those are all corrected, this is going to turn blue, indicating that there's no validation errors, and then your score should be 100%. Click over here, call information to the center, and then the date and time that it was created here on the right. And then you notice this little green icon here. This means that it's been posted to the server. So even though you have 100% validity on the PCR, you need to make sure prior to going off shift that you have a green up arrow indicating that it has been uploaded to the server. Otherwise, obviously, we don't have it. And then when you want to complete a PCR, you just click on the little arrow to the right here, and that's going to open up the PCR and allow you to do further work on it. Now, if you inadvertently create a PCR, you have a duplicate and you want to get it off the screen, or even if they've all been transmitted, they're all blue, they're all showing they're posted, and you just want to get them off your screen here to remove the clutter, you just simply highlight it. There's a toggle, so you can highlight them both or just one, and then click on the delete button and confirm it, and it'll pull it off the screen. Now that doesn't delete it off the system, that just deletes it off your local machine here. Now the settings section is where the sync resources button is. So sync resources is similar to the sync resources with ImageTrend we currently have, or the download all D list with meds, or essentially all it's doing is it's updating your current, the data currently on your specific device with what's on the server. So if you add a new employee, or if there's a program change, or it updates the list of previous transports, you're going to have to sync the resources. 99 out of 100 times it's going to do that for you, but in case you need to do it manually, you just go ahead and click on that, and it's going to go through this process where it updates all the files. And this could take a couple seconds, it could take a couple of minutes. It all depends on how much data it needs to update. Alright, and then that is it for the setup. In our next video, we'll go through creating a new PCR. Thank you.